Esse é um trabalho do Capoeira Angola de São Bento Grande, estilo em Rio de Janeiro, Brasil. Às vezes me chamam de negro, pensando que vão me humilhar. Só que eles não sabem que isto me faz lembrar que eu venho de uma raça.
This is Professor Jahsun of Os Melandros de Mestre Toro. I'm working for William Grant Still Center, teaching African martial arts. So, today is Lesson 5. Lesson 5, we're putting things together, mainly the philosophy of Capoeira, Angola, Bento, Grande, particularly within the aspect of self-defense. So today I'll be showing you some very basic aspects where you can use the philosophy of Capoeira, you can use Capoeira movements, African martial arts movements to negate a situation. So when we think about this, I'll tell you what my master taught me. My master is a Mestre Preto Velho, Dennis Newsom. I consider him one of the foremost masters and authorities on African martial arts in general, and he was also the first African outside of Brazil in over 500 years to be baptized as a capoeira master. So in terms of my master, he always tells me, he says, a capoeira doesn't grab. A capoeira anti-grabs. A capoeira undoes. So what we'll be talking about, or what I'll be demonstrating today, is basic ways to undo a situation. So when we look at undoing a situation, or untying or negating a situation, what we need to also understand is the philosophy of Capoeira. The philosophy of Capoeira is one of, as I talked about earlier, escape, get away, negate, undo, untie. These are philosophical concepts that kind of float out in the aspects of Capoeira, and they're actualized and they become crescent when we exact our movements. So today I'll be showing movements, and my wife of two-headed doula postpartum services is going to be assisting me. I wanted to utilize her help because her main focus is working with women in various aspects of life. So in terms of that, I want to show her how she can undo situations where you are coming in contact with an attacker who's larger than you. So the first attack that I will show is myself and my wife Taylor is negating being grabbed by the wrist. How do you undo a situation within your Ginga? When someone grabs you, they decide, okay, I want to grab the arm. I'll be showing cross grab and how you undo the cross grab. And these movements that I'll be showing you, they don't take any strength. All they take is technique. When you utilize technique, technique will beat strength all the time. I myself, I weigh about 218, 6'2", and my wife is about 5'3". And in terms of that, I want to demonstrate how my wife, who's much smaller than me, can utilize technique to negate my strength and power. Because when we embark on utilizing capoeira, I want you to understand that I don't want you to use strength. I don't want you to use power. I want you to throw those things away for the moment. And what I want you to do is use pure technique. So in the grab, as I grab her wrist, she anti-grabs. She undoes and turns my grab attack into her attack. The next one I want to show is the basic choke. Just choking around the neck or grabbing the shirt here. And how do you negate that? If someone grabs you this way, how do you transform their energy into your escape and also into your attack, where you can trap the arm and create a situation where you have them in an arm bar? All of these are techniques that we can utilize in capoeira. Capoeira doesn't like to mingle around where, okay, I'm gonna put you in a submission hold. No, the objective is to break the arm and move on, or escape and move and get out of the situation. So I'll be showing you how to escape the situation, and then if you want to take it a little bit further, what you can do. And last, I want to show how a person can get out of a situation where someone comes behind you and gets you in a bear hug situation and tries to lift you up and take you somewhere. So in all of these situations, the capoeira is the person who is responding, who is being attacked, who is the victim in these various scenarios. But capoeira is such a powerful art. We can utilize the situation of being the victim and transform that into being the victor. So, as I said before, I'm utilizing the assistance of my wife so that she can demonstrate from a woman's perspective, if you are being attacked by a man or a person who's much stronger than you, how you can transform their attack into their own demise. In capoeira, as I said before, we don't utilize strength. Good capoeira is never what it seems. So we don't use strength for strength. It's not this. It's, I got out the way, I moved, I negated your attack so that we can continue on with the movement and create this beautiful dance. But also, let's say there's a situation where my life is threatened. I transform, I resist, I negate, I esquive, and transform your attack into my victory. So that's what we'll be showing you today, is how to undo and destroy any kind of negative energy that might be coming your way. So, as I said, this is very, 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 very basic. And what I would like is for children, please don't try these things unsupervised. I would like parents to be there with your children to kind of assist them through. And also, we need to give the youth a context for when it is time to utilize such movements. It's not time to use those movements just to fight willy-nilly. These are for situations when you find yourself where you have no other option but to escape, to save your life. So, with that said, let's take a look at these movements, and I'll talk you through them very slowly. And I want you to take a look at the way we use body positioning, the way we attack particular joint regions of the body in order to control, negate, and escape. So, good luck, and I will see you the next time. This is Professor Jahsun. Today I'll be working with my wife, who is the founder of Two-Headed Doula postpartum services, working for women. So I wanted to work with her because you can see that she is able to use the movements that I show her to negate my strength. So here, cross grab. I grab her wrist, she turns and negates the energy and delivers her attack. So notice she turns her body, brings her hands into like a prayer position, and escapes. As I was demonstrating it earlier, coming out of the Ginga. But this is all Ginga movement with the hands. Ginga Jimao is what we call it. So as you can see closer up, I grab her wrist, cross grab, she turns and snakes out of the movement, out of the attack. As you can see, I turn my body, clasp my hands, and I direct the energy on the weakest point, that wrist. Right there is what she's doing. Now, from the basic choke, how to escape, basic escape. So I turn, reach over her arms as she grabs me. I turn and grab my ear on the opposite side, pivot out, and I seek the back. Always seeking the back. Now, she turns, pivots, seeks the back. So it doesn't matter how big I am, I grab her. She turns, pivots, seeks the back. It's key to reach over the hands. Grab your ear. Grabbing your ear is just a marker, but the key is to reach over those hands like that and turn your body, and you corkscrew around. That's how you escape. By putting the other person's, your opponent's arms in bad positions. So here, this is where you can trap the arm and create an arm bar. And if you do it quickly, you can even break the arm, but we won't talk about the mechanics of that. So now, let's see as she does it. She reaches over and she's going to try it by trapping the arm. So I want to show this only because you can see that a smaller person can negate the energy of a person who's bigger than them, a larger attacker. She reaches over, pivot, and traps my arm. Right there. Very easily negating my energy. Let's see it close up. Right there. Now we're showing the pivot and then the escape. Grab, pivot, corkscrew out, and escape. Now, look at her. Pivot and then escape. Now she traps the arm. Traps the arm. Important to keep her head up. It keeps the pressure on my joint. Now, from behind. So in this position, when someone grabs you from behind, immobilizing your arms, and what their whole point is perhaps to either body slam you, pick you up and carry you away. The things that you have free are your legs and your head. So she can headbutt there, stomp my feet, stomp into my groin. Or if I'm trying to pick her up, the main thing is to negate picking her up. And then if I grab her and commit to grabbing her and lifting her up, she wraps my leg and we both fall.